You may now begin your presentation.
Before we begin, we want to express our gratitude for the opportunity to share our collective knowledge and work accomplished in social good in the many unceded lands across Canada.
Specifically today, we would like to acknowledge that we're in the traditional territory of many nations,
including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, and the Wendat peoples.
And now is home of many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people.
Let's take a moment and try to remember. What did you have for dinner last night? What about for breakfast this morning? Does anyone have a hard time remembering? I know I had to think about it too.
Have you ever worried when your next meal will come? Or if you can afford it?
That is the reality for 18.4% of people across the country. That is 1 in every 5 Canadians not having regular access to nutritious food.
In numbers, this represents 7 million people living in a household struggling to afford the food that they need to have a healthy lifestyle.
This also includes Canadian post-secondary students. In fact, in 2023, 15% of full-time and 16.2% of part-time students experienced food insecurity.
These were alarming stats to our team, and we knew we want to learn more and do something about it.
To deepen our understanding of the problems students face, we conducted a survey of the Camosun college student population, and the results were striking.
Out of the 230 respondents, 10.9% expressed extreme and lack of regular access to nutritious food. 45.2% has accessed the Camosun Food Bank in 2023.
As you can see, it's an issue that hits close to home for many of us post-secondary students.
Said again, this struggle is another disheartening statistic. The typical Canadian household spends $1,750 each year on food that they will eventually throw away.
Annually, in Canada, nearly 60% of the food produced for consumption is lost and wasted. That is almost a small city of skyscrapers in weight.
If you don't believe it, just think on the food that is in your refrigerator right now. Do you still have the half an onion sitting there waiting to get tossed in the trash?
Shocking, isn't it? On one hand, we don't have enough food that is accessible to everyone, creating an alarming issue of food insecurity.
But at the same time, more of the food that we produce is actually ending up on landfills.
Armed with these facts, our path forward was becoming clear. We strive to take responsibility to create a solution that would handle food insecurity among students.
A solution that is not only affordable, the one that will get them to rethink the process of buying, cooking, and disposing of food.
So we ask ourselves the question, how do we find a solution that is affordable for students, right for the planet, and profitable enough to sustain itself?
Our research guided us to our first ever project, Campus Cuisine, an initiative designed by students for students.
Campus Cuisine creates highly nutritious and affordable meal kits for our student body, providing a low-cost alternative to meet their food security needs while also helping relieve the pressure of campus food banks.
Each meal kit includes 3 delicious recipes, and no raw ingredients required, and 0 waste.
As we use easy-to-find, low-cost ingredients, all our meal kits are developed in a way that ensures that all ingredients are proportioned to perfection.
Any leftover ingredient from one recipe are fully utilized in other recipes on the kit.
For our packaging, we relied on a simple policy. Where it wasn't needed, we didn't use it, but where it was required, our primary materials were paper and soft recyclable plastics, carefully chosen for their versatility and sustainability.
In addition to providing healthy and affordable food, this project will empower students to be self-sufficient. They will cook for themselves, and they don't need to rely on delivery services.
Our project tackles 4 UN SDGs: zero hunger, good health and well-being, responsible consumption and production, and climate action.
We already taken significant steps on the evolution of our social enterprise. At the end of February, we held a Campus Cuisine pop-up to test our proof of concept.
To execute the vision of our pop-up, we partnered up with Camosun instructor chef David Pritchard to create sustainable meal kits.
The kit contains 6 to 8 recipes, ensuring a seamless and effortless cooking experience. And the kit also contains printed recipe cards.
Our team assembled 20 meal kits in a certified safe food kitchen, promoted the event, and sold them on Camosun's 2 campuses.
It was a major success. We sold out in within 2 hours, and the interest was so high that many people inquired where our next pop-up will be.
Students who bought the kit shared it with other students, creating an even bigger impact and interest for our next offering.
The best part is that we have a sound business model. Our first pop-up, the cost of the kit was $20. That means $2.50 per serving, making affordable for students and allowing to have a 20% gross margin.
We generated $400 in sales revenue in this pop-up alone, which will be reinvested in our future planned growth strategy.
With this pop-up, we made a positive impact. Not only we provide with local healthy meals for students,
But we also help the environment by reducing the amount of excess food going to the landfills and cutting down the amount of non-recyclable packaging.
Research indicates the greenhouse gas emission emitted from the meals assembled at the grocery store are higher than our meal kit by 33%.
What's more, our kits are self and produced on campus, avoiding any CO2 emissions generated by any delivery food service. In fact, in just this pop-up alone, we diminished CO2 emission by 320 kilograms.
this project has caught the attention of the Gazette, Gulfstream Gazette, and the Nexus newspaper due to innovating approach to tackling student food insecurity.
In addition, our president was invited by local CBC radio to share our team's inspiration for tackling food insecurity experienced by so many post-secondary students, as well as to share the impact we have been able to create so far.
The successful of our project is a passion of each of our team members for creating a positive impact. Our ambition grows stronger, propelling us to get greater goals.
We set up the goal to fully launch Campus Cuisine at Camosun College by fall of 2024, scaling up to 50 meal kits per month.
Recognizing that our future expansion hinges on tasty and affordable meal kits, we are working hard to address key factors for success.
Our Campus Cuisine team is currently developing new recipes with input from all of our students.
And we have secured a certified industrial kitchen and facility storage on campus. And the best part is free of charge.
We also consulted industry professionals to streamline our process, minimize waste, and to meet the HR requirements with our volunteers.
Most importantly, we are building partnership. Local Urban Bites, a Victoria-based meal kit company, will donate their leftover, locally sourced fresh food for us to upcycle into our meal kits.
In addition, Camosun's hospitality school has partnered with us to secure different resources.
Perhaps most exciting, we are developing a relationship with Camosun School of Access.
We will purchase fresh produce, herbs, and spice blends grown and produced on campus by students for their employment training program. Our future goal is to maintain a 28% of gross margin, keeping our kits affordable at $2.75 per serving, maintaining our financial sustainability of our project.
Meeting our expansion targets means an even bigger impact. From September 24 to April 2025, we will provide 400 students with low-cost healthy meals to meet the food security needs.
Keeping our commitment to minimizing food waste and reducing CO2 emissions by approximately 6 tons, we will continue to promote a circular economy that focuses on the innovation of our meal kits and access to a diverse acquired network.
But that's not what we have been up to in our very first 7 months.
Our success with Campus Cuisine captured the attention of Camosun's Vice President of Enrollment and Engagement, sparking a collaboration for our next project, Campus Kids.
With our experience leading grade 5 tours for a student in 5th grade, a student who might not have considered post-secondary education as an option. We knew this is an age group we want to work with.
Planning is underway for a socially focused entrepreneurial development camp for kids aged 8 to 11 years old that with proof of concept to launch in late 2024.
Initially, targeted children from Camosun students. Can attendants will interact with Enactus members. They will learn entrepreneurship, innovation, and sustainable positive impact.
The future of our world belongs to our youth, and with Campus Kids, we aim to give them a head start in tackling tomorrow's wicked problems with hands-on opportunities in our new Camosun's New Maker Space Lab.
And finally, we are preparing Campus Wheels, an initiative designed to reduce CO2 emission and the cost of living for students.
Our vision is to make campus transportation both affordable and eco-friendly by providing low-cost scooters and bike rentals.
Public transportation in Victoria is unreliable, causing students arrive late or miss class. It happens to me many times, and I was so frustrated.
And Liz is not alone. A recent Camosun Experience survey reported that 36.6% of students listed transportation as one of the problems they face.
But we can make a difference. This problem is something we can help to fix together.
We are working on a sound business model that focuses on engaging students, potential partners, and securing resources to make alternative transportation a viable option for our students.
Our goal is to have a proof of concept in 2024 and roll it up in the early spring 2025.
In our first 7 months, we have been very busy, and we have started to make an impact on Canada's most pressing issues, food insecurity and food waste, by offering affordable, perfectly proportioned meal kits to students at Camosun College while diminishing CO2 emissions.
We plan to engage the youth in creating a positive impact by introducing the power of social enterprise to a whole new generation of leaders.
We are on the path to making sustainable and alternative transportation that is eco-friendly, reliable, and affordable.
And these first 7 months are just the beginning. We have a big plans to grow, so stay tuned, everyone.
We are Enactus Camosun.
We will now begin the question and answer period. Judges, please raise your hand to indicate you have a question, and a microphone will be brought to you.
Great presentation, guys. I just want to be clear, is this a new program just started this year? Okay, wow, that's impressive. Thanks, guys.
In your gross margin of 28%, sorry, I should preface this. I'm a parent of 3 kids and spend a lot of time making meals for kids. Do you account for the labor cost in that, or is it just the material cost for your 28% margin?
Thank you for the question. That's a great point. So all of our labor costs are absolutely free because it's all done by our Enactus members. We have a culinary hospitality school on Camosun College, so many of our members are food safe certified, and they are working under supervision in the on-campus kitchens to produce all the food that we need.
Excellent project and great idea, and I can see the passion that you guys have for what you're doing, so congratulations for that. My quick question is, you've talked a lot about that you want to use leftovers to try and make sure that you make those meals. Where are you sourcing those leftovers from?
Thank you, that's a great point. So we have a partnership with a Victoria-based meal kit company called Local Urban Bites, and they've agreed to give us all of their leftover foods that they don't use, and we will incorporate that into ours. Ongoingly, we are also forging relationships with other such companies, just in case they back out, we have some buffer, and in future, we'll be good.
Congratulations on so much success in just 7 months. What have you done as a team to recruit so many volunteers and had this type of growth so quickly?
Thank you so much. So we've had a very dedicated group of our Enactus students just entirely focused on outreach, marketing. We've created marketing plans. We have a very highly active social media following. We collaborate with our school, Camosun, and they really have helped us with reposting our posts and just really getting the word out there about us, about our success, about our mission and what we're doing, and it's really attracted a lot of people.
Great presentation, team. You talked a little bit about your future plans for sourcing ingredients. Could you describe your strategy for sourcing ingredients up to this point?
Absolutely. So that's a great point. For our pop-up, when we were just testing proof of concept, we didn't have these relationships in place yet. So we as a team scoured all the discount flyers, everything for local grocery stores, and just got all the best deals we could to satisfy the needs of our kits and kept our costs low to pass on those savings to our customers.
Great presentation, team. Given that the success of the project so heavily relies on volunteer hours, can you talk to us about the sustainability and scalability of the project on a move-forward basis?
Absolutely. So that's a great point. We've been talking with Chef Dave Pritchard of the Camosun Hospitality School, and he advised us that even with our 50 meal kits, which we're ramping up to, we only need 5 to 7 students for the preparation of these kits in their industrial kitchen. And many of ours, as I mentioned, are food safe certified, already in that program, intimately familiar with it. So even with our pop-up, it was very streamlined, and we were able to produce all the kits we need with our members. And we are ever growing, so HR, we're not worried about it. Thank you.
Great job, guys. Have you thought about the ability for you to package this up and send it to other colleges and campuses to replicate?
Absolutely. So that's a great idea. Right now, Camosun College has 2 campuses, and we're really focusing on that. But we have plans to expand first in the Greater Victoria area, going, for example, to UVic or Royal Roads. And then from there, we'll move off Vancouver Island and move on to the mainland, UBC. And we are in talks about that, but we're really trying to take it slow, build our foundation as strong as we can, and then expand from there.
Great energy and great presentation, folks. Quick question about the nutrition of the packs. How are you determining the balance of what's going in there and helping to make sure that the students are actually getting the nutrients that they need to be able to learn?
So that's a great point. Nutrition is critical to us. So before we even created the recipes,
Your time has expired. Judges and guests, please join me in thanking the team from Camosun College. We now have a short break. Judges, please ensure you're back in your seats no later than 2:55 for our next presentation.